Hi there and welcome to Made by Danot. My name is Anna and this is my messy desk. Lots of papers that is floating around, as you can see. And now I want to get these pieces to be ephemera, flip outs, tuck up, tuck spots, pockets, whatever, in this beautiful journal. I am so thrilled with how this is turning out. I'm in love with it. With this flip here and the distress ink and the spine. I just love it. I think I have all the papers in that I want, but I want to add the stuff now. I have my coffee cup here, or coffee mug, and I have papers, and I have my glue, and I have glue paper. So let's just start, shall we? Start from the beginning and move through this book and see how far we get. I will not be filming every single step of this journal making process, but I will start and we will see how far we get in about 30 minutes or so. Okay, so if you haven't seen this, the first page is a music page that I folded to make an envelope, a kind of ish style. Then I took my stencil and acrylic paint and I painted this with a stencil. I think it turned out so cool. I'm going to be making this all the time now. And then I taped this original textbook, the original first page of the book. It was so torn and I taped it to that, so it's part of the first page. And I added this little girl and some, this is a Tim Holtz girl, and then I added some tape as well. So I want to have a pocket, my first signature, and I'm just going to see where I want it. I think I know which one I want. I've used colored papers in this book. I seldom do that, but I am heavily inspired by Rachel at Roxy's Creation and 507 Willow House Journals and Amity Bloom and all the florals, you know. I just love this. So I have tried to use it and to make this book a bit more fun and spring and, you know, this time of year. I think I want pockets here. Yes. The page from the original text block, and I think I'm going to use this. I made this yesterday. So I used this photo that was from a book, and then I added it to the piece of book page, and I sewn around it with straight stitch, and I think it's kind of a fun pocket, isn't it? And this picture is actually from a book about a local. It's a book about the area where I live and the history of it, and this is a tennis game between a group of friends. So they have a tennis game, and a couple of these are quite famous in the area, and the ladies, I think it's these two, but it's from 1910 anyway. So I think this is absolutely fabulous. People were playing tennis here in 1910, heavily inspired by the king, I believe, because he loved Gustav V. He loved playing tennis. Oh, I hope this fits. I didn't measure. Yes, it does. And I have inked around the edges of this with scorched timber, I believe I used. So I look at it a bit even more vintage looking. I like that. Let's just take a piece of paper and see what it looks like. Yes, Nice. Okay, we now have a pocket in the first signature, so we can put that there. We'll probably add more things like fussy cuts or collages or different things. But let's start with that. My son has been home for a few days from school and having kind of a bad cold, and I have been at work. And when I woke up today, I realized, okay, he has been so generous. He has shared his cold with his mama. Oh, I can feel it. My nose is getting runnier and my head is getting thicker, and again, I just can't stand it. Right, here we did a thing. This is straw paper, and it's added onto this lovely piece of Florentine paper, and it's pockets. And on this side you can flip it out and you can journal. As I said, fun things in this journal. So it has a pocket already. But this will be decorated somehow later. I don't know how, but I'm going to decorate it somehow with something. I was thinking, what did I want to add in this one? I want to add a flip out. Of course. And where do I want that? Flip outs are also great because you can add them to book pages and add, if you like, writing space behind, or you can add them to blank pages and don't lose the writing space. So I like using tip-ins and flip outs and stuff. And I made another, I can't speak today. Sorry, I made this yesterday evening as well. It's a Tim Holtz wallpaper. Then I added some handwriting down here, and I added some, my English is not coming to my head, watercolor swatches. And once again, this is a Tim Holtz lady, and in this case she has been made into a Talkspot, so you could add something behind her then, like so. And this will be a tip-in somewhere. I'm just thinking where I want it, because here I have this. I want it there. So I have some craft paper, a strip of it, so I just fold it and make sure it's the right height. Yes, it is. So now I am going to glue it down, and my glue decided to be a volcano, and I lost my pin. No, there it is. Oh, thank God. So I'm going to add the glue onto here first. I'm going to wipe that off a bit before I add my pin back. There we go. And I am going to put this on, and as usual there we go. Let me show you up the camera. I decided to leave this, you can see an edge of the craft paper here, and that is because when you flip it, you don't want the page to be caught on the page underneath, which it can do if you put it all the way out to the edge. So it's better to do this. And this will probably have a tab or something to help flip it. I like using photos of people, both real photos and, you know, Tim Holtz pictures or other kind of things. Makes the journal more interesting. Let's see what we did here. There we go. And I also didn't put it all the way into the center because I don't want to bulk up the fold when I am sewing in the signatures. Let's see how that. There we go. Pretty. Let's round the corners as well, shall we? Yes. As I said, a tab. I have one flying around here, but I do not like those together, even though it is green. This journal is becoming more and more green, if you haven't noticed. What do I have here? Chapters. Chapter 1. Or maybe not. What do I want? What do I want? Do I want an Edith, maybe? Or should I wait? I can wait, I think. Okay, so let's see. We have signature number 3 with a lovely crinkly coffee dyed baking paper. Baking tray paper. I don't know what it's called. Right. So this needs a pocket, and it needs maybe a flip out as well. So I have a few ideas. Envelopes can be used in so many ways. And I have an idea with this that I saw somewhere. I use envelopes in, as I said, so many ways. And this is, I was thinking you could glue it down like that and just glue it down 2 sides. So it's a tuck spot, but it's also a pocket in here. And then I want to add something, for instance, this lovely lady to the flap. And this is Tim Holtz one. And when you open it, you can journal here as well. But I want to add something to her to make her more pop, you know, pop a bit. And I think I'm going to do that first. I am going to try to put texture paste on, because why not? I need my tool. I don't know what these are called. Palette knives. And I need my texture paste. I have the opaque matte from Ranger. And I want to find, I'm gonna have it. Let's use the glue pages underneath so I don't accidentally put texture paste on my, whatever it's called, cutting mat. Trying to look at the, I found this a bunch of stencils thrifting. I believe this could be a, what's it called, copy of a famous one. But if I did that, I don't want to cover her hands. I can do so, yes, and then I can do that flower down there. Okay, I am going to use, I don't trust myself, so my hands, so I am going to use painter's tape to keep it stuck to the page. And then I can focus on getting the texture paste in the right space. So let's just tape it down like so. Okay. Just want a bit of this. This is probably way too much. Okay, silent concentration. If you wonder why it suddenly went silent, it's because I concentrate on what I'm doing. There we go. Just closing my jar of texture paste. This will need to be cleaned. And this will need to be cleaned. That is pretty. I am super, super happy with that. What do you think? Is it good? I love the idea. Look at this. That's pretty, isn't it? I could also have used the same technique as I did here and using paint instead of texture paste, but I didn't do that. I wanted to use the texture paste today. And let's put it there. That will be pretty. Yes. So I'm going to make a small mark because I want it kind of centered. And I am going to make a little mark there where I'm going to put my glue. And a little one there. And then I can see that I need to get rid of some down here. That's ended up on the wrong spot. And also this I want away. There we go. Maybe that. That's better. So I am going to, I know this isn't dry, but I am going to glue it down anyway. But I'm not going to shut the page, if I can say that. So, art glitter glue. I'm losing this pin. I want to get one of those, dangles to keep track of your pin. I don't have the energy to make one myself. Where can I buy that? I want to get one. Yes, that is nice. And I am going to make sure it sticks. Let's do it here instead. Like that. Or maybe I could even do it on this page. But to be honest, I am thinking about changing this folio out to something else because it's a bit thick. Even though it's not as thick as scrapbook paper, I am contemplating getting something else to add to this page. So I don't want to put the pocket on that in case I am changing my mind. Let's put it here. So just putting a bit of glue 2 sides so that it will be a little tuck spot. Ta-da! I love that idea. I would like to put it into my ideas journal, but my ideas journal is full. I need to make a new one. Okay, that's I'm super happy with that one. It's a bit of a new. Then I also want to have something fun behind here that shows through. Maybe okay. Maybe that is something we can do another time because this can't close. Let's leave it like that. Now I have a pocket in signature number 3 as well. And I'm going to pause you guys and go clean my stencil and my palette knife. Be right back. Yes, it was already starting to stick to the stencil, so it wasn't easy to get that clean. It's strange, it dries really quick. Maybe it does here too. Yeah, it did. Yeah, this is already dry. And I can close it. I wanted to have something fun underneath here, and I was thinking that I could add this tip in. This I made in a Use It to Lose It. I just took a photo from a book and backed it with tea dye paper, and I left this flap so that I could tip that in quite easily. I wonder if that, no, that doesn't show. Very good. Can I add a fussy cut then? A fussy cut rose maybe? That shows a bit better. I will have to think about that. Super happy with that pocket. Lovely, lovely. Okay, let's add pocket in here then. Or something fun. Ooh, lots of extended pages. I kind of want to use this, but I wonder if I can do the same thing. That I just fold it, and then I can cut it down a little bit there, and a little bit on the top, because it's too high. Okay, getting my guillotine cutter. See if this can be a good tip in. Then again, this is kind of Maybe I can add a pocket here somewhere and add this as a tip in as well. And I need to round the corners, I think. So there's no journaling space on this one, but it's another beautiful picture where I could hinge it to something and make a folio. Nope, let's make it a tip in. Just getting a sip of coffee. More like a couple of gulps of coffee. So we had the most amazing spring weather this week. A couple 3 days with high temperatures, about 15, 16, 17 degrees Celsius, which is so nice. And a bit chilly in the wind, a bit wind chill, I believe it's called. But in the shade, of course. But if you would be sitting in the sun against the wall, or as I did yesterday, on a chair outside where no wind gets you, and have a cup of coffee in your hand, it was absolutely gorgeous. I almost fell asleep. And everything starts to wake up now. It's the end of April and it's lovely. And today we have 8 degrees, very windy, and I can see on the sky that there will be rain. Oh, okay. So I'm so happy that I'm inside crafting instead. Let's see how this turned out. And we also have to extend or do something with all those. Oh, I love that. So pretty. This is such a colorful journal. Not my style at all. But I am adopting this style and making it mine. Would be fun with something there. This crooked. That page is crooked. It's the flyleaf of a French book. I got it in a book packet. Isn't that cute? Foxglove or whatever it is. And then I can use this little piece of just adding something, you know. Yes, let's do it. I am feeling the inspiration. But I can also tell you that when I have finished filming today, I will be going to the couch and take a blanket and lay down for a bit because I can feel the cold is hitting me as the day is going on. Luckily it's just Saturday, so I have at least one more day to get better. And next week we have a holiday here in Sweden, a public holiday, the 1st of May. Everything is closed on May the 1st because it's the laborers day, and so we don't have to work. And on the 30th it is the King's birthday, so we finish work 2 hours early, which is great. And I have already said that I want to be working from home that day. So, and as you know, if you have been here before, I have Wednesdays off. So I'm gonna work Monday, Tuesday, be free on Wednesday, work from home 6 hours on Thursday, and then I have 3 days off. And I really hope I'm feeling better because I am in the mood to finish up this journal, and I am eyeing blue things in the same time as I'm actually gathering greenish things for this journal, which wasn't supposed to be green but ended up being it. I have been seeing the most delicious blue things in my stash, so as soon as I found the cover I want to use for the blue journal, I will probably start it because I have a pile of stuff over there in a box already gathered. So let's see, we have that little collage there. A nice pop. But it's not a collage if you have two things. You have to have three things, right? Oh, more glue. We need more glue. And we need one more thing. What do we need? I am looking at my desk. Do I have a lovely green? Ooh, do I have? Maybe I have a label. Or a... What's it called? A label. Yes. Let's see in the book. The Fussy Cut label book. Vintage Label Ephemera Collection. This is available on Amazon. If you want to get screenshot the ISBN, you have it there. And this is the front. So this is a lovely book with so many fun labels that you can fussy cut and use in your crafts. So what do I want? I want something greenish and not very big. And I have been cutting into it, as you can see. Let's just get some numbers. Let's get that one up too, just in case. Yes, or maybe this small one. The small one. You see? Good thing I took that one as well. I'm just going to add a bit of ink to it. And then I'm going to glue it down. That's nice. Now it's a collage. Yes. There's some washi tape I can tell while I am here. Let's add some washi tape. I am using my glue stick to reinforce the tape so that it sticks and stays strong. Yes, love the colors. Yes, beautiful, but no pocket. I was supposed to add a pocket. What do I want to add as a pocket? Maybe I can do that later. I don't know. I have so much stuff laying on my desk, flying around. otherwise make it a pocket later. Right. I do want to get this one in somewhere. And I kind of feel like it could be fun on one of those darker pages. Like right there. And it has a bit of a, a bit of a frame around it. I think that will be good. Let's do it. Oops. Pin is flying around. So I would like to aim at getting the signatures into the book press tomorrow so that they can stay in there over the week, and then we can sew in the signatures and finish up the book next weekend when I have a long weekend. Wouldn't that be great? Yes, I love that. So pretty. And I left the text there because you can use Google Translate and translate what the book picture is all about. But still no pockets. I need to make some pockets or go look in my stash. I have this that I made in my Use It to Lose It, and I absolutely love this. It is gorgeous. So much fun. Thank you. 507 Willow House Journals. A lovely southerner. Love her dialect. She has so many fun ideas. And this is a pocket used from the same book page. I was thinking maybe you could... The idea is to glue it down and then just use it as a pocket. But I also got an idea to hinge it to something and just put it into a folio. It'll make it into a folio, but I don't know. Just using my cellophane tape that added just a little bit of extra something. This is a bond, stock bond. Let's add that there, and then we have a pocket and this signature as well. Blue paper. And since this is so big, I don't want to use the art glitter glue because it will go dry before I even got glue all over the page. So I'm going to use a glue stick, but I'm also going to use art glitter glue around the edges. And I can see that we are almost at 40 minutes. So I am going to let this be the last thing I do, because I have things I need to do. There we go. Come on. There we go. Let's just make short sticks. And we have that beautiful pocket ready for something in it. Like so. Great. And we have that zipper. Perfect. Okay, we did lots of stuff today in our 40 minutes. And I will probably continue a bit off screen as well. But because I have some things I want to get in there. But I'm gonna go look in my big box of things and see if I find any pockets that's ready-made and that could fit that I want to get in. I'm gonna add some fussy cuts and some stuff like that. Okay, thank you all so much for being with me. I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think about this beautiful book, and if you have any name ideas for her. Okay, I will be back soon with another video, and until then, have a great weekend. Bye.